Hello, 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 hello. Hi all and welcome to another edition of Midday Market Review by TraderCast. My name is Phil. I'll be your presenter today. Let me just see, we are all up and running. Yes, we are. Quickly. Brilliant. Okay. Uh, we go. So the other thing that I'm looking for is Nasdaq. This is already open. This looks like a nice breakout higher. Very similar. Let me see if this is all working. Yeah, it's all okay. Very similar setup here with a breakout higher for a possible pullback to 16,000 for a rally higher. So basically what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for something like this at the open, a slightly push lower into this zone here towards 16,000 and then a rally from there. The reason for that would be a breakout of this falling resistance trend line, okay, and also we are seeing that this is daily candle which is breaking out, gapping higher than where we closed yesterday. So it might not happen. We must see a breakout and a push higher. That's also possible. But yeah, that's where we are with Nasdaq at the moment. I'm currently long. Nasdaq, and I'll show you where I am with Nasdaq at the moment. Really happy with that trade. Really happy with that trade. So we have a long Nasdaq. Sorry, this is the hourly. So the initial, if you remember, sorry, this is for people who were in the community afterwards. We were looking for a long setup in Nasdaq. This was the initial entry at the lows. The stop loss was below and then moved higher and then moved higher. Now the stop loss is above here. Locking in some money. The limit order is up here towards these highs. I would likely remove the limit order and move it higher and take partial profits once we go to this falling resistance trend line that we were talking about. So if I go and change this in a 4-hourly, it'll become a little bit clearer. But basically this trend line here is definitely of interest. And then we have this previous swing highs here, previous all-time high, and then above that we have these clusters of the highs at 16,700 and then new all-time high above that. So a number of areas where this profit taking could possibly happen. So partial profit taking, partial profit taking, partial profit taking, and so on and so on. And at the same time stop loss is moving higher and moving higher, moving higher, moving higher. So if anything happens, if some sort of reversal happens, then that's all triggering the stop. So I was just looking at this setup here. This looks like a little bull flag developing as well ahead of the open. But that's where we are with Nasdaq. The other thing that I was talking about is I am long crude oil, I am long gold. I'm long gold from 1775. I was really happy with this push higher, and then all of that happened. So it doesn't look pretty at the moment for my trade. On gold, my stop is very tight, 1760, 1770, I think 1770 on this trade. Where is my gold? Yes, 1770. I could be stopped out on this very quickly at the moment. So let me just show you that trade. I was in the money. I should have taken some. So this is the trade that I have on gold. Let me just push it up. So 1775, that's the entry, last entry. Stop is at 1770, so about 5 points of risk, of sorry, $5 in price risk, and I was looking for a push higher towards 1800 and possibly even higher, but that didn't happen. So instead, big reversal. I'll need to reassess this, but I'm still holding. I'm still in this position, losing at the moment, but I'm still in this position at the moment. Okay, so that's with gold. The other thing that I was looking at is a long crude. I'm still in that trade. Here we go. US crude. So US crude, I'm still in this trade, really happy with it. Again, there were two partial profits taken on crude at 67.70 and then 66.50. So this was the initial entry, then loss of these. Sorry, this is what I'm talking about. High, low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So when this happened here, so that was the loss of the initial trend line. So 1/3 of the position was initially closed there. Then price carried on falling, 66.50 down here. Another third taken, and the stop moved once we reversed and did all of that. My stop was initially below and higher and higher and higher, and now higher above here. So I'm in the money on this trade again with this last proportion of this is last 1/3 of the position, and I'm letting it run, but I'm moving my stop loss higher, and I would like to see if we see a breakout through 72, and then that could potentially open the way towards 74, 75, 75.50 over the coming weeks. But I'm happy with this trade, keeping it open for now. The other two trades that I have, oh, my gold is going to be stopped out. Never mind, you can't win them all. The other trade that I have open is euro dollar. I'm short euro dollar. Yet again, this is all based on the same setup that we did as a swing type setup. Initially started as a little intraday, and then it just didn't, the limit order didn't trigger. So this was the short entry, the initial stop was above, now break even, stop is below. Now my limit order is down here at 1.12. Actually there is another one, 111.80. 111.80. So that's another level. I was just speaking to somebody, we had a Zoom session, and then I noticed this 111.80 area as well. But from the trade management point of view, I will move my stop loss slightly lower towards 133, sorry, 113.34. So I'm locking in about 32 33 points in this trade, just in case if this reverses. But looking at this,
ECB
I would
likely
likely
saying it makes sense to raise share of supranational debt buying.
Sorry, this is talking news coming in. If I see a big reversal and a breakthrough 113, I would likely close this position manually. I wouldn't wait for the price to go higher. But that's with euro dollar at the moment as well. The last thing that I have open is sterling dollar short. Let me just open that up for you. Yet again, this is the same setup that we had. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Same setup that we had before. Short sell, basically downtrending market. Short sell resistance. This is evening star reversal here. The stop was initially above, moved higher, moved lower, a break even. Now the stop is below entry, and I'm liking this. I'm really happy with that. I'm seeing this as a low, higher, low, higher, low, higher, low. So there's a little trend line. There's a little rising wedge here. They have the tendency to flush lower, and then they have the tendency to extend to the downside in the kind of symmetrical way. The widest point of this consolidation extended to the downside, and this is basically what's happening at the moment. So the stop can move lower now, but if I see a reversal from here and a break above 132.70, I would likely close this position manually. The stop is currently at 132.90. The limit order is at the cluster of these lows down here at 131.95, just below 132, and from the risk to reward ratio point of view, this was a really good trade, because it was a very small amount of risk. We were talking about, you know, 20-30 points of risk for potentially disproportionate amount of gain to the downside, from 133.20 all the way down to 132. So 120 points versus of potential gain for 20 or 30 points of risk. So 4 to 1, 5 to 1, 6 to 1 as the risk to reward ratio. It's always good. That's always very good. That's where we are with the current trades. Yet again, a very quick reminder, anything I say here should not be considered to be advisory. These are my opinions and experiences. If you need to know more about learning to trade, come and see us at My Trading Skills. If you want to know more about the community, come and check us in TraderCast. It was lovely talking to you all. Stay safe, happy trading, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.